Hey, what's up? It's your girl Felice, aka the Bipolar Beauty, and I am coming to you guys today with a video about just being bipolar, or not even being bipolar, having mental health issues and other people's opinions. Pardon me while I get this brow together real quick. Other people have opinions about everything, and your mental health is not exempt from other people feeling like they can have an opinion on it. And I don't, for one, really understand why anybody needs to have an opinion on it, but people just feel the need to speak their opinions on other people's situations. True? True. With that being said, I'm going to talk about your mental health when you're in relationships of any sort. We're going to start off with the first relationship that you kind of go with, and that is your family relationship. And it's not by choice. This relationship is by force. In the beginning. When growing up, I had bipolar, but I would, like I said, I think before, I would not let myself be diagnosed. And then it got too bad, so then I went to the doctor and told them what I had, and we went through the checklist, and they were like, yep, that's it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And yeah, that's that. So anyway, topic at hand, your family relationships. Now, if your family is not, I used to come off very antisocial growing up. Now, I am semi-antisocial. Not even gonna lie to y'all. I am. And I'm okay with that fact, you know? But, that's kind of how, my family saw it. And then when I got older and I went to get on meds, I let my family know that I was bipolar. Well, my cousin, who's my best friend, and he was just like, I knew it. We knew it. We've been saying that since you were younger. And it was just like, pause all of that. It's not what I needed to hear, to be honest. But, whatever. But I did go through this phase, and these phases where I would cut off my family. Certain people, if not everyone, just because I realized that they weren't healthy for whatever phase I was going through. Their inconsistencies would make me blame myself. You can't take the blame of other people's actions. Get out of that habit. And I don't know if I'm talking to myself or somebody else, but I know I'm talking to me too. Okay? Your friendships, because these are the next kinships that you have, the next of kin. These are the ones that you choose to be in. When it comes to friendships, you have to find people that invite you no matter what, because that means that they love you no matter what. That means that they're waiting for you to be in a good mood to come around. You have to find friends, like I said, that just kind of invite you no matter what. That's very, very important. And to people out there that have to support people with mental health issues, especially bipolar, invite us no matter what. But navigating through friendships with bipolar is hard. So my best advice to you when it comes to friendships is to be very open and be very honest with your friends, and let them know that you have mental health, especially if you're not on meds, or especially if you're still just getting on meds, and especially if your mental health fluctuates. If you go through phases and waves, then I think it's very important that you let people know that you have mental health issues. Is it any of their business? No. But if you want your life to run a little more smoothly, you sometimes got to let people know that ain't their business, honey. Moving on. This video, I'm going to try to make it brief. Really am. I'm going to try to keep it under 10 minutes, if that's brief. When you get into relationships with people of the, what do I call it? When you get into intimate relationships, I don't want to say opposite sex because you're not straight. Everybody's not straight. But I had a boyfriend. I'll do my last 2 relationships, okay? Because those are the ones that have been adults. And they were polar opposites. You know, I had one relationship that he did not believe in mental health issues. He thought that it was all like kind of made up, that it didn't really exist, that meds were just an excuse. And because he believed that, I kind of let it fall on my head as well. So I stopped going to the doctor. I stopped taking my meds. And it took till about the 3rd time that he saw me crying in the bathroom floor, where he came and he laid with me, where he was just like, we've got to do something to get you good because I don't understand why you're so sad. What do you have to be so sad about? And he said it in this way that let me know that he was really concerned at this point and that he no longer had that same mindset that he had before. He was not the most supportive person when it came to mental health at all. In fact, he was damaging to my mental health. So I'm very happy that relationship ended. Not the way that it ended, but I'm happy that it ended. And I hope he himself has grown up in that way, if that makes sense. That he has, that I helped him grow up in that way. That dealing with me and my own mental health issues helped him realize that it's real, Black people go through it, and that people need help. And meds are real. And then the next relationship, the guy was the polar opposite. He didn't know anything about like mental health issues, especially bipolar. And he learned everything through me. He was very hands-on with it. He was very patient with it. He had his moments where he was not so patient, but overall, he did a very good job when it came to dealing with my bipolar. I think his situations were different, that he could have been so much better when it came to dealing with it. But when you choose your mate, choose someone with patience, choose someone with understanding and compassion, and someone who's willing to learn, because your whole journey, you're learning. So you need someone who's willing to learn as well. There are support groups out there for you if you don't want to seek therapy, and most support groups are free. They're kind of like little NA meetings, but bipolar people meetings. Again, there's financial aid through outpatient psychiatric units at hospitals, so find one. And if you are in therapy, sometimes ask if your significant other could sit in on a session, could come to a session. It won't quite be couples therapy, but it'll be something hopefully that'll enlighten and open their eyes. I know my ex always kind of wanted to come and speak up because he knew that I wouldn't tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God, when I got to therapy, especially when it came to like my mood swings and how they fluctuated. So sometimes asking if someone can go with you is a really big help. So yeah, so that's all I have for this video for today. Go over to my Instagram, comment, like some things. While you're here, subscribe on my YouTube channel. Yeah.